Holtmann with us. Coach, if you give us your opening thoughts, and we'll open up for questions.
Well, I think you have to give Indiana credit. I thought they had a stretch there in the second half where they were able to get away from a one or two possession game, both in transition. We stalled out a little bit offensively. They were able to score there in that stretch. I thought our guys battled, played really hard. Was really proud of their effort. Obviously, the offensive rebound in the first half was something we have talked about all week, and that's something we definitely need to do better. But I think you have to give Indiana credit for. I think it was a hard-fought, hard-played game, and they made just a few more plays there in the second half as it went back and forth. So we don't give them credit, and obviously we have a quick turnaround ourselves here.
Hey, Chris, did you feel like you got a little with their pace and the fact, even though you were able to play a few more minutes, did you feel like you got worn down at all in the second half?
You know, I know we had to play Roosevelt a lot, and he had to handle the ball a lot because Alex was in foul trouble. So, you know, that might have been a factor. You know, we have to continue to lengthen our bench, and particularly thin at the guard position. But, you know, these guys are young guys, and, you know, I thought we played with pace. We gave up a few too many transition scores. But I didn't get the sense that necessarily it wore us down. I would have liked to play it for our guys a little bit less minutes, but I didn't get the sense they wore us down. They were able to make a few more plays there offensively in the second half that opened it up from a one or two possession game to a three possession game.
What changed for Farrell? Was it just the foul trouble and basically not having to play with that in the second half, or was it maybe a little bit of Alex Barlow's foul trouble too, opening some things up for him?
You know, Alex is a terrific defender, so not having him out on their perimeter guys, they have so many perimeter weapons, so having him on the bench certainly hurt us. But, you know, Yogi played 9 minutes in the first half, so I think his foul trouble probably limited his effectiveness there early, and he was able to get going a little bit late. I thought Roosevelt did a really good job on him at times. Some of the points were in transition. But certainly, I would have loved to have had another really good perimeter defender out there in Alex for the bulk of the game. But having said that, you know, again, they made enough plays down the stretch there to pull away.
Chris, how much of an impact can Troy Williams have for them if he plays like this?
Well, you know, he plays off their other guys really well, and you know, he understands his role. He's athletic and gives them a different dimension at that position in terms of his versatility. So, you know, I think obviously his development, I'm sure, is going to be important for them.
Kellen, just talk a little bit, if you would. Did they make any adjustments on you in the second half after you kind of went off in the first?
I thought that they did a great job defensively all game. They changed some things up for the 2-3 man, different looks like that, so it made it a little bit difficult in the second half. So nothing that we should be able to handle.
Chris, did you see anything different in Kellen's game in the second half after he kind of went off in the first?
No, I think they did change defenses a little bit, and we're going to have to handle that a little bit better. I think that made us stand around a little bit there in the guts of the game there late in the second half. Some of the changing defenses, they played basically three different defenses there. So I think that neutralized Kellen a little bit, but having said that, like you said, I think you know, we'll make those plays we need to, and we've got to do it. I've got to do a better job probably freeing him up and getting him better looks. And we did have some plays right around the basket that a couple of those go down. It's probably it's a different story, or at least it's a one possession game. We had some layups and some finishes right around the rim that I will finish. We need to finish through contact a little bit better. But again, I thought Kameron played exceptionally hard today. He continues to rebound the ball, and I thought Kellen gave us a lot. I thought we had some really effective stuff. We just need to be able to finish the game a little bit better.
Cameron, Indiana struggled at times rebounding the ball this year. Tonight, it seemed like they were effective and consistent. Was there anything different that you saw in the game with the way they were attacking the boards, or maybe just the way they were trying to put different bodies on people that changed what you expected from them?
I think anytime we talk about rebounding, that's something that I'll take credit for. So, first half, I know that I didn't do my job as well as I can getting guys off the glass, but I think overall, Indiana as a team, I think they just tried to be as physical as possible and trying to get offensive or defensive rebounds. Tennessee was successful at it last game. Like Coach said, it's something we talked about all week, and it's something we're going to have to shore up because, let's face it, like that's the word out on us right now. If you can be really physical in there, supposedly you can get them. So, like I said, I take full responsibility for that end of the floor because that's something that I know I do pretty well. But I don't really think it was anything special, any type of scheme to get rebounds. I just think they wanted to be really physical, and I think especially in the first half they were able to get a lot of offensive rebounds, particularly.
Yeah, you've known Yogi's game for a while, going back to high school and everything. What's your take on how he's playing right now as a junior college?
He's very good at first, but his leadership has come a long way. You can see him kind of commanding his guys out there, as well as he's a threat outside as well as inside driving and passing. I see a lot of improvement in his game. I'm very happy for him.
Coach, they went 8 for 17 today from 3. Were they getting you guys out of your defense or just rotating you a little bit too much, or what was the situation with that?
No, it's what they do. They make you guard a lot of the floor in the half court. And I think, there's not every team that makes you guard a lot of the floor. You can have your defense set, you still have to guard a lot of the floor. So, it sounds simple, but their ability to space you with a variety of three-point shooters. We wanted to get to the foul line a little bit more than we did. We were able to do that in the first half. Second half, not as much. We felt like that'd be a strength for us. But listen, they're 7th in effective field goal percentage in the country. They're 9th in offensive efficiency. So we were certainly aware of their ability to stretch it and make shots and also deck it and get deep scores. And they certainly put a lot of pressure on you on that end, and we were able to neutralize them at times. And I think our offense was able to dictate things at times, just not enough there late. I think, again, it goes back to that short period there in the second half where they were able to get a couple scores and we weren't, and that broke the game open a little bit.
Chris, what positives do you take out of this game heading into conference play during the first of the year?
Well, it's a really quick turnaround for us. So I think, as we've talked about all season, this has kind of been a mantra for us that, we don't want to be a prisoner to any moment. We really want to be committed to the process. And I think if you become kind of a prisoner to the moment, whether it's a great win or a tough loss, that can certainly bleed into your next performance. So we want to be committed to the process of gradual improvement and a growth mindset, and that's going to be important for us. So we'll learn from this game. We have a game on Monday night, so it's a very quick turnaround. So I think it's going to be important for our guys to be able to respond the right way tomorrow as we prepare for the game on Monday. These things come at you pretty quickly. Our guys are going to need to get back emotionally right for Monday night's game. And we talked about win or lose. That needs to be our mindset after every game.
Hey, Chris, just real quick, Andrew Kravitz is a guy we sometimes forget about, but he had a pretty nice game today for you as well. Was probably your best offensive player other than Kellen. Just talk about his play today, if you would.
Yeah, I thought Andrew did some really good things offensively, and we wanted to go to him. He knows he's got to continue to do some other things well, Michael, but I thought his offensive output was good and really effective, and he needs to be that for us. He's very capable offensively, very.
Anything else for Coach or the players? Thank you, guys.
Okay, thanks, guys.